Today, we have the privilege of meeting some of the world's greatest champions of advancing a culture of engagement characterized by relationships of mutual respect and neighborly solidarity among diverse religious and abilities communities. And now to the Global Business and Interfaith Peace Awards. 10 businessmen and women from around the world are being honored today for their work in interfaith understanding, religious freedom, and peace. All of the leaders are recognized for using their businesses to bridge cultural and religious divides. Winners of the third biannual Global Business and Interfaith Peace Awards receive virtually today gold, silver, and bronze medals. I'll be delivering their actual medals to them in the coming months as pandemic travel conditions allow. Previous awards were presented in tandem with previous Paralympics in Rio de Janeiro in 2016 and in Seoul, South Korea in 2018, where former UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon and former Japanese Prime Minister Yukio Hatoyama gave keynote addresses. The awards are presented by the Religious Freedom and Business Foundation in cooperation with the United Nations Global Compact's Business for Peace initiative, and selected by a high-level independent international jury including Jan Figel, Dr. Katrina Lantos-Sweat, and Per Saxegard. Winners come from a variety of religious backgrounds and manage companies and enterprises in Australia, India, Iraq, Israel, Japan, the United Kingdom, and the United States, and the world. Gold, silver, and bronze medals are given in 3 categories: core business, philanthropy, and advocacy. The bronze medal in philanthropy goes to Dr. John Gathright, founder of Tree Climbing Japan. People with differing physical or emotional abilities often feel like outsiders in life. Dr. John Gathright believes principles of kindness, love, peace, understanding, and diversity, and a sense of global family can bring different groups together. Dr. Gathright founded Tree Climbing Japan, helping children of differing faiths, abilities, and challenges come together to find an increased self-confidence through embracing the challenge of climbing trees. The program's goal is to help all children grow up like magnificent trees, standing tall and strong, kind and unique, and helping each other. Tree Climbing Japan has helped thousands of people feel included through tree climbing activities all over the country. This has produced a better awareness and appreciation for all people, despite their differences.
I am honored, humbled, and so proud to have received this gracious award. My name is John Gathright, and I'm a doctor of bioagricultural science and a tree climber. I love people, trees, nature, and biodiversity. Biodiversity is not about survival of the fittest. It is a celebration. It is a symphony of a diversity of species coming together to share their strengths and weaknesses in a symbiotic relationship that makes nature healthier and also enhances nature's ability to grow and evolve. I believe that this is one of the greatest lessons that nature can teach us. I'm a professor, a businessman, and I've founded a number of tree climbing and tree care organizations. And for me, freedom to share your thoughts, your feelings, who you are, what you believe is so important for success in anything we do. I would like to share a short video of a program that is very, very dear to my heart. And we call it Treehab. And Treehab was designed to bring children and families of very diverse backgrounds together with the purpose of climbing a tree and being cradled in the arms of nature to get a better perspective of themselves, nature, families, and their community. I believe that we are all brothers and sisters, that we came to earth to learn how to be kind and how to help each other, that we are all one big family. I would like to thank for the wonderful work you do to unite us in freedom and success. I appreciate this award. Thank you very much.
The bronze medal in advocacy goes to Candice Corby, CEO of Cobra Legal Solutions in India and the US. To provide rights and freedoms for all religions and beliefs in the workplace, Candice Corby, CBO of Cobra Legal Solutions, promotes the celebration of religion and belief, encouraging employees to be their full selves, including bringing their faith and beliefs to work. Cobra Legal Solutions accomplishes the goal of being a religiously inclusive workplace by observing every festival and religious holiday worldwide, and also by hosting a commemoration for religions in a week known as Cobra Life Week. Candice is actively involved with many prominent organizations, including the World Economic Forum, Women's Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and the U.S. State Department, working for greater gender empowerment and interfaith understanding within Cobra and the global community they serve.
Hello, I'm Candice Corby, the President and CEO of Cobra Legal Solutions. I am honored and thrilled to be receiving the Global Business and Interfaith Peace Award for Advocacy. I am not receiving this award on behalf of myself, but on behalf of the entire team at Cobra Legal Solutions and the Cobra family. It is their great efforts and the collaboration around the globe that brings me to this day. We do a lot of things at Cobra to bring our full selves to work. We bring our faith, we bring our beliefs, and we celebrate in what we call Cobra Life Week. And it just so happens that that week is this week. So we are celebrating around the world with poetry and with art and with music and with photography, and sharing those things with our team. I hope that what we do at Cobra as collaboration and bringing our diversity, our faith, and our integrity to work will be a beacon and a light for you, that you will also want to bring your full selves to work each day as well. So once again, I have to say thank you. I'm honored, I'm humbled to be receiving this award on behalf of Cobra Legal Solutions, the entire team globally. So thank you so very, very much.
The bronze medal in core business goes to Khalid Kashnal, founder of the HEM Group in Iraq. Following the sectarian conflicts in Iraq, many families were forced to flee the country in hopes of seeking a safe place to openly practice their faith and beliefs. In response, Khalid Kashnal founded the HEM Group, and in its construction business combats any form of discrimination, including that of race, religion, ethnicity, or sectarian groups. The HEM Group promotes inclusion of differing nationalities working alongside one another, oftentimes sharing in each other's celebrations and feasts. They are also credited with providing jobs for countless Christians, Muslims, and Yazidis in areas that are safe to practice their faith and beliefs free of discrimination. This also creates an inclusive, sustainable economy, an antidote to sectarian conflict.
بناوی خوای گەورە و میهرەبان، خوشک و برایانی بەڕێز، ئامادەبوانی خۆشەویست، سلااو و ڕێزی ئێمەتان لێبێت. خۆشحاڵ و شەڕەفمەندم کە هاوشانی ئێوەی بەڕێز لەم ئاهەنگە گەورە و گرینگە بەشدار دەبم. ئەم ڕێزلێنانە تەنها بۆ ئێمە نییە لە هێمن گروپ، بەلکو ڕێزلێنانە بۆ هەموو ئەو کەسانەی کە کار دەکەن بۆ بەهێزکردنی پێگەی کۆمەڵایەتی و دژی جیاکاری چینایەتی دەوەستنەوە. ئازادی بیرروڕە و دیموکراسی و لێبوردەیی بنەمایەکی گرنگن بۆ کۆمەلگەی ئارام و پێشکەوتوو. ئێمە شانازی دەکەین کە بەشێکین لەم کەلتورە بۆ بەهێزکردنی پێگەی دیموکراسی و پێکەوە ژیان و بەردەوامیش دەبین. سەرەڕای هەبوونی ئەم هەموو کێشە کە ئێستا بەرۆکی جیهانی گرتووە لە کێشەی کەش و هەوا، کۆچبەری، هەبوونی کۆڕۆنا، کە هەموو جیهان بەدەستیانەوە دەناڵێنێت لەگەڵ ئەو هەموو کێشەیە پێویستە پابەند بین بە بنەماکانی پێکەوە ژیان و ڕێزگرتن لە ئازادی ئاینی و بیرروڕا. هەمومان بەرپرسیارەتی ئەوەمان لەسەرشانە کە بە ئازادی بژین و هەوڵ بۆ بەدەستهێنانی بدەین بۆ ئەوەی کەس ئازار نەچێژێت. ئێمە وەکو کۆمپانیای هێمن گروپ تێگەیشتنی تەواومان هەیە بۆ ئازار و کێشەکانی خەڵکی لێقەوماو. بەردەوام لە پرۆژەکانمان هەوڵی ئەوە دەدەین هەموو کەسێک سوود لە پرۆژەکانمان وەربگرێت و هەلی کار دەست بکەوێت بەبێ جیاوازی ئاین و ڕەگەس. هێمن گروپ هاوکار بوو بۆکردنەوەی گرەی دەرونی گەنجان و ئەو خێزانە ئاوارانەی هاتنە هەرێمی کوردستان. هێمن گروپ بوو بە نمونەی عێراقێکی بچووک وە خێزانێک کە پێک هاتبوون لە کورد و عەرەب و تورکمان و ئاشووری و سریانی و ئێزیدی و کریستیان کە هەمویان یەک دەست و یەک تیمکاریان دەکرد بەیەکەوە. ئێمە بەردەوام دەبین لەسەر ئەم سیاسەتەی کارکردن هەمیشە هێمن گروپ وەک پەناگەیەکی ئارام دەهێڵینەوە بۆ هەموو لایەنەکان. ئەم ڕێزلێنانەی ئێمە ڕێزلێنانە بۆ هەموو ئەوانەی بەشداری دەکەن بۆ پتەوکردنی لێبوردەیی و کارکردن بۆ نێشتنی جیاوازی تاکایەتی و چینایەتی لە کۆمەلگا. هیوادارم هەمومان هاوبەش بین بۆ بەهێزکردنی پەیوەندی کۆمەڵایەتی و هەوڵدان بۆ ژیانێکی ئاسوودە کە دوور بێت لە هەموو هەوڵێکی جیاکاری و جیاوازی تاکایەتی. زۆر سوپاس.
The silver medal in philanthropy goes to Maurice Ostro, chair of Ostro Fair Share Foundation in the UK. Maurice Ostro, chair of Ostro Fair Share Foundation, has been an interfaith champion for decades, serving as vice chair of the Council of Christians and Jews, the UK's oldest interfaith organization, and as the founding patron of the Faiths Forum for London. Maurice has been involved in advising the UK government, most recently on the Prime Minister's Holocaust Commission. He has promoted religious inclusion in the businesses that he has started and grown, providing workplace prayer rooms for all faiths represented by his employees to ensure that all feel comfortable practicing their faiths during the workday. Maurice has also established a social enterprise making jewelry in Burma, providing dignified, well-paid jobs to Buddhist and Muslim women, and building bridges between these communities.
I'm truly honored to be receiving this Global Business and Interfaith Peace Award. Improving interfaith relations has been a constant thread in all my work, starting with my time running my own businesses through to the work of my foundation today. Too many people see doing well and doing good as a zero-sum game, and I hope that my story offers a counterbalance to that argument and demonstrates that business can thrive in a symbiotic relationship with the communities they are part of. I saw this when I was running Airfare, which was a company of mine which prepared meals and other products for the largest airlines in the world. And we had a very diverse workforce of about 1,000 people from a multiplicity of faiths. And I wanted to ensure that all of them felt comfortable expressing their own faith and being around people who held a different set of beliefs. So we provided prayer rooms for all the faiths that were represented, and we created opportunities for dialogue and to grow understanding. My foundation has worked in a very similar vein, bringing together people of different faiths for dialogue and to tackle common problems. And this is how we reach beyond those who are already enlightened enough to be committed to interfaith engagement. And while they do fantastic work, we need to go beyond that because often we find ourselves preaching to the converted. So I've used my experience as an entrepreneur and running my own business to use economic advancement as a tool to encourage interfaith engagement. So in Myanmar, a country beset with difficulties and where resentment towards the Rohingya and other Muslim minorities has had disastrous consequences, we've worked with a Canadian jewelry company, Hilbergenberg, to establish a production team that is half Buddhist, half Muslim, and our brave and dedicated team have created both an opportunity for dignified, well-paid employment and a space for Buddhist and Muslim women to come together and gradually dismantle prejudice and misunderstanding. In the UK, we have brought together groups of entrepreneurs to learn from each other in forums. We call them entrepreneurial giving forums. And while most of these conversations concern their businesses, the friendships that form between these entrepreneurs of different faiths in these peer groups are long-lasting and impactful. I'm always happy to speak to CEOs and faith leaders about how they can bring interfaith relations or economic development into their work. If my experience of interfaith relations has one lesson, it's that we achieve so much more when we work together. Thank you.
The silver medal in advocacy goes to Peter Mousaferiadis, founder of Cultural Infusion in Australia. Peter Mousaferiadis, founder of Cultural Infusion, is a pioneer in using cultural and artistic expression as a means of promoting social cohesion and interfaith understanding. Cultural Infusion has developed award-winning and world-leading platforms that can transform diversity and inclusion in organizations and communities and people's understanding of cultural diversity. Beyond art, Peter led the development of Cultural Infusion's Diversity Atlas, an online survey tool to assess and monitor diversity within companies and organizations across the 4 interconnected diversity pillars: religion and worldview, country of birth, language, and ethnicity and race. Diversity Atlas allows teams and organizations to measure and understand its diversity stories. This enables better inclusion and allows teams to value their cultural identity.
I'm humbled and honored to receive this award. I want you to imagine a world where everyone can be included, a world where everyone can be counted and valued for who they are, a world where there are no longer invisible groups, a world where you're not expected to leave an important aspect of your identity behind. Every single one of us has a worldview. And what I mean by this is how we make sense of all living things around us, whether that be as a Buddhist, a humanist, a Jew, an atheist, a Christian, a Muslim. Our worldviews give daily expression and meaning to every aspect of our lives. The Religious Business Freedom Foundation Global Peace and Interfaith Peace Awards are not about me. They're about all those who have supported me on my journey. But more importantly, these awards are about every single one of us, about you and what you can do to bridge the divide and recognize the importance and benefits of faith and religious freedom, including those with no religion, can have on businesses, the economy, and flow on benefits to the community. By embracing religious and spiritual diversity, it not only strengthens our communities, but also promotes tolerance, respect, understanding, equity, and equality, and ultimately builds religious and cultural harmony. At Cultural Infusion, we spent 6 years developing an analytics tool called Diversity Atlas. Diversity Atlas includes huge data sets of more than 8,500 languages and speech communities, 8,000 cultures, and more than 8,500 religious and spiritual traditions that describe the richness of our humanity, one humanity. Through ensuring that everyone is counted and included, Diversity Atlas is able to assist organizations to become more equitable, inclusive, and last but not least of all, representative through a data-driven approach, representative of the communities businesses are working in. Businesses are integral to well-functioning societies. Embracing religious expression is good for the individual, therefore good for businesses. And ultimately, what is good for business becomes good for all communities within society. Thank you.
The silver medal in core business goes to John Tyson, chairman of Tyson Foods in the U.S. John Tyson, chairman of Tyson Foods, was an early pioneer of building a faith-friendly workplace by recognizing the spiritual needs of team members. John was instrumental in the program that today has about 100 chaplains of various faiths on staff, providing compassionate pastoral care and ministry to Tyson's team members and their families, regardless of their religious affiliations or beliefs. Chaplains offer counsel, assist in managing crises, celebrate milestones, and help employees work through a variety of personal and professional experiences. The program is implemented in over 150 facilities and has allowed many of Tyson's 141,000 employees to feel more supported. The Tyson Foods Chaplain Services has been providing compassionate care to team members and their families since 2000.
Thank you for recognizing Tyson Foods with this wonderful award. I would also like to congratulate my fellow award winners, especially Pat, a fellow board member of David Miller's Faith and Work Initiative, and commend them for their work in promoting faith-friendly workplaces, not only here in the United States, but around the world. And as part of our core values at Tyson Foods, we strive to be a faith-friendly company for all 140,000 team members. We recognize those various faiths represented by our team members, and we're committed to supporting various faiths, including supporting those without a faith affiliation. Our chaplaincy program is part of who we are. It is in our culture. Our chaplains are there to support and nurture and encourage all of our team members and are a source of strength for them. They are able to step into difficult situations and provide counseling and comfort, and, as I said earlier, are an important part of our culture here at Tyson Foods, a company my grandfather started 85 years ago. This program would not have been possible without the guidance of Alan Tyson. So again, thank you for recognizing the men and women of Tyson Foods and the 140,000 team members and the work we've done to ensure everyone is treated with dignity and respect. Thank you again for this wonderful honor.
The gold medal in advocacy goes to King Husein, chairman and CEO of Span Construction and Engineering in the U.S. King Husein, chairman and CEO of Span Construction and Engineering, has played a critical role in addressing the rising global tide of restrictions on religious freedom. King's efforts range from helping found the South Asian Consortium for Religion and Law Studies to helping kick off the first ever Business Roundtable to advance international religious freedom during the 2019 UN General Assembly in New York City. In diverse venues such as the Horasis Global Conference in Portugal and the IRF Summit in Washington, D.C., King shares how religious ethics benefit business. His advocacy also looks towards the next generation by his helping launch an initiative at BYU Hawaii to equip students from across Asia to know how to advance religious freedom when they return home.
I was surprised, grateful but surprised that I was first nominated and then selected to receive the award. So I still feel I'm not sure I deserve it. There is an underlying reason why I feel I need to be involved in religious freedom is because I started with nothing. I grew up in a very humble family in India. My father died when I was 11 years old. My mother had to raise me and my 3 siblings by teaching machine embroidery on the old-fashioned foot pedal Singer sewing machines. Looking back on the opportunities that were brought in front of me, they are not coincidences. I sense the hand of the Lord in preparing me to go back to India in 2023. And I did not know that India would be hosting a G20 summit there. But you can see how things were leading up to that. And now I am excited. And with almost 1.4 billion people, I think people from all over the world can really bless the lives of so many individuals in India. Almost all my friends in India are Hindus. My younger brother married a Hindu girl. And so in my own family, I have Christianity, Islam, and Hinduism. So in a very small segment of the vast country, there are three different religions, basically part of one family, part of my family. And I would like to see that be an example for others to see, look, we can live in the largest democratic country in the world and being able to practice our religion without fear. Mahatma Gandhi was Hindu, and he gave up his life because he wanted Muslims and Hindus to live together in India. And he was killed because of that. What a great example he set for India to follow. And it really is a foundation upon India can continue to allow religious freedom so that Gandhi's vision can be fulfilled. There are many good purposes that we can donate to. Donate not just money, but our time and talents. Okay? Religious freedom is definitely very important for obvious reasons, because something you cannot buy, something you cannot legislate. Governments can legislate a lot. They can legislate our physical freedoms, but they cannot legislate conscience. So that's a gift that we can give to individuals that is very precious. And my hope is that more individuals from large corporations, that religious freedom is good for business, that is in fact true. And I think if businesses can understand that and embrace it and promote it within their own companies, we then do not need the government to get involved. I think we can do that through business.
The gold medal in core business goes to Intel CEO Pat Gelsinger and Intel Executive Vice President Sandra Rivera in the US. The Intel Corporation is the most religiously inclusive Fortune 100 company in America, according to the Ready Index. Intel CEO Pat Gelsinger and Executive Vice President Sandra Rivera have helped create a culture where people can bring their whole selves to work, faith and all, thanks to solidly incorporating religious diversity into their overall diversity and inclusion commitments. Intel's embrace of religious inclusivity is seen in their willingness to officially sponsor a wide range of faith-based employee resource groups. These groups not only support members of their particular faiths, but work together in an interfaith association to support all employees at Intel to succeed in work and life, indeed a positive model for society at large.
Hello, my name is Sandra Rivera. While I recently moved into a new role here at Intel, for years I had the privilege of leading our HR organization as our Chief People Officer. We are excited to be the recipients of the Global Business and Interfaith Peace Award, showcasing how important it is to bring your full self to work. We thank the Religious Freedom and Business Foundation, the United Nations Global Compact, and the global jury that made this selection. As part of my role as Intel's Chief People Officer, my responsibility was to create an environment of excellence where all employees have the opportunity to participate on high-performing teams. This is not easy, given the dozens of countries where we have sites, which includes a wide variety of religious and faith traditions. Like many elements of us as individuals, whether that be a disability, belief, or other aspects of our lives, a person's religion or belief system is not always readily apparent. Creating an environment where we are all accepted and encouraged to be authentic at work even with parts that are invisible to others, enables the necessary trust needed to build high-performing teams. All of us want to be our authentic selves at work and to be allowed to pour out our efforts fully to deliver our best work. At Intel, we strive to provide a safe and nurturing environment where our differences are leveraged and where we are made stronger by the richness of our diversity. For over 2 decades, we have championed how important faith and belief is to our employees. Today, we have 7 strong faith and belief employee resource groups, including the Atheist and Agnostic, Baha'i, Christian, Hindu, Jewish, Muslim, and Sikh groups. Embracing the full person supports us in our purpose to create world-changing technology that enriches the lives of every person on Earth. We consider it a great honor to receive this recognition and are thankful to be an example for others to follow. On behalf of Intel, thank you again for this meaningful award.
Thank you. It is truly an honor to receive the Global Business and Interfaith Peace Recognition from the United Nations and the Religious Freedom and Business Foundation. I wish I could be there in person with you to express my thanks. Intel encourages all employees to bring their entire self into their work, which for many includes their deeply held faith and beliefs. Instead of cultivating personas for different parts of life, skills from one area of focus are often surprisingly beneficial to another. These differences in thought, experience, background, and culture form the foundation for high-performance teams that drive breakthrough innovation and better business outcomes. When we take into account everyone's nuanced differences, we put our organizations in a position to capture truly sustainable business advantages. Research clearly demonstrates that diversity and inclusion in the workplace drives better business outcomes. Together, diversity and inclusion accelerate innovation, attract top talent, deepen employee engagement, and improve the bottom line. Capturing such benefits is impossible, however, unless we foster a culture that embraces everyone. Yet we cannot simply hire people with more diverse backgrounds, skills, and mindsets and expect magic to suddenly occur. We must go further by creating environments where people are empowered to show up and contribute as their true and authentic selves. That's where bold breakthrough innovation happens. In any organization, it's critical for people and teams to feel okay expressing divergent opinions. It's not always easy, but success lies in helping leaders become comfortable with the uncomfortable. This is something I'm continuously working on all the time. I've challenged myself to continuously learn more from those whose experiences are radically different from my own. Core to this is an awareness of my own unconscious biases because we all have them. Awareness lies at the heart of diversity and inclusion. I am proud of the progress we are making in this area, but there's still so much more to do. Success will allow us to deliver on Intel's purpose, creating world-changing technology that improves the life of every person on the planet.
The gold medal in philanthropy goes to Medinol CEO Dr. Judith Richter, founder of the Near School of the Heart in Israel. In the Holy Lands, differing religious, cultural, and historical claims are connected to ongoing conflicts. In response, Medinol CEO Dr. Judith Richter founded the Near School of the Heart to help high school students not only understand cardiovascular career opportunities, but also connect the hearts of people from different cultural, ethnic, and religious backgrounds. Dr. Richter helps students build bridges across cultures through the process of learning. As one of the graduates summed up the experience, the Near School of the Heart will make the whole Middle East a better place. The program has become widely popular and currently has 826 graduates who are functioning as ambassadors for peace, out of which 225 are also pursuing careers in medical-related professions.
Ladies and gentlemen, leaders of the UN Global Compact and the Religious Freedom and Business Foundation, distinguished participants, it is with great honor and sense of pride that I receive this recognition. Isaac Newton wrote 300 years ago, "We build too many walls and not enough bridges." I deeply believe that today we all have a responsibility and an urgent duty to build bridges across religious, ethnic, and national walls, which divide so many around the globe. 25 years ago, we founded Medinol, a medical device company tasked with the mission of opening blocked arteries in the heart. I'm deeply grateful that our innovative technology has saved millions of hearts and lives. Every heart beats the same, but the necessity to open and heal people's hearts goes beyond the medical field. Indeed, the heart is a universal symbol of emotion across culture, race, gender, religious, or geography. In working to open hearts, I'm inspired by the legacy of my father, a survivor of the Holocaust, one of the darkest times in human history. Through his heroic life story, risking his own life to protect the lives and humanity of children in the camp, my father taught me that while one's possessions, friends, and even family can be ripped away, the single asset that no one can take away from you is knowledge. Knowledge empowers. Knowledge humanizes. Knowledge is the foundation upon which respect and peace are built. Spreading knowledge is spreading hope. My dream of sharing knowledge became a reality over 2 decades ago, when I established the Near School of the Heart. It is an educational program aimed at empowering young people with knowledge about the human heart, to help them evolve as ambassadors for health and peace. Each year at the Near School, we invite Israeli, Palestinians, and Jordanian youth, Muslims, Jewish, Christians, and Druze, to come together to learn about the heart, but perhaps more importantly, to learn about themselves and about each other. Studying together, our students explore solutions for healing the heart, consequently forming strong bonds that go beyond the academic program. They turn walls of anxiety and suspicion into lifelong bridges of friendship and hope. The Near School is a place of discovery where our students discover through the process of learning that communication and collaboration reveals commonality, that embracing diversity breeds tolerance, generosity, and mutual respect, that differences are an asset to be embraced rather than reason for confrontation, and that diversity ignites a spark of innovation for building a sustainable and inclusive international community. Just as cross-border collaboration is critical for overcoming the COVID-19 pandemic, cross-society cooperation gives life to original thinking, paving the way for a better world. I would like to call on leaders in the business sector and in the halls of power to inspire others to open their hearts. It is the social responsibility of corporate leaders like us to give back to our respective communities. Inspired by the magnificent Dare to Overcome event held in conjunction with the Paralympic Games, let us develop a new framework, the framework of Social Olympics, for awarding the builders of bridges for peace in areas of conflict. We have proven it within our own domain. Together we can do it anywhere. I'm truly humbled by this incredible honor. Thank you from the depth of my heart.